everybody, it's Scribs, and today we are talking about why I'm not doing Art Fight this year. Last year, I participated in Art Fight for the first time, and it was really enjoyable. I got to see a fan art of my characters, which was really awesome, and I got to draw a lot of other people's characters, which was also very awesome, and it was challenging for me in a great way. And there's a lot of artists I found and artists I admire that I got to engage with. It was really fun to do, even though there was a little bit of trouble that happened. Not really gonna say what it was, but even though there was that little bit of trouble that happened, I really had a great time. I think that the best part of it all was just, being able to draw constantly with a goal in mind that was already thought out for me. Because I think a part of everything that makes art so hard is having to think and come up with concepts. But if you already had that laid out for you, it was much easier, and that was pretty fun. So I completely forgot about it this year. I honestly, my concept of time has always been pretty terrible, but especially this year, since I'm falling asleep a lot more due to exhaustion and all this stuff, and other physical health complications. And because of that, I completely lost track of time and didn't realize that Art Fight was coming up. And by the time I realized it, it was 1 week before, and I really have been having trouble with my motivation to draw. Even to pick up my iPad, which it should be so much easier, right? Sometimes I get into these late night fugue states, hyper-focus states, where I will draw really so much on my iPad at night, and I've been trying to go to sleep earlier. Obviously that hasn't been working, but because I've been trying to go to sleep earlier, I will not get my iPad out, and I think I should just get my iPad out anyway, because I kind of give up on sleeping, fixing my sleeping schedule. So I think it'll be much more preferable if I quote unquote spend my time being productive. I definitely still have some of that mindset that is probably very unhealthy for me, but when I'm awake, I want to make sure I'm doing something worthwhile. I even want my sleep to be productive, so I don't like to take naps even if I need them, because I could be spending my time doing something better. Okay. But yeah, since I completely forgot, and I have a lot of goals in mind, I was like, okay, I'm not going to do Art Fight this year. I'm really sad about it, because after I seen everybody's sheet pages and everything, and the amount of artists that I started to follow that were doing Art Fight, I started to get a little sad and wish I had been a part of it. So yeah, it was just really, 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 it really sucked. But this year was supposed to be about my it's supposed to be about my growth. I was really trying to change who I was as an artist by constantly improving and working on the skills that I had in mind. But what ended up happening was the exact opposite of that. I don't think I did any work that I don't think I had any of the growth that I wanted to have. So I'm really upset, because that just wasn't what I wanted. It just didn't happen. And well, I know, what can I do about it outside of that? Luckily, the year isn't over yet, so there's still time to do what I want to do, but it just sucks, and it really hurts, because I'm I'm not gonna do Art Fight, but I have time to improve and be better in my other stuff. So that's what we're working on today. A lot of the times when I've been trying to work on my art, I've got kind of like stuck because there's a part of art where I'm like behind on skills. Obviously, everybody is not going to be at the same level when you're drawing because there's so many things to learn how to draw that some skills will fall behind. And so I got to that place where most of the stuff that I want to do is getting a bit difficult because of that. Anyway, that's what today's video is all about. I've been doing this piece. I've been working on it for a while. It's kind of frustrating that I haven't gotten it exactly how I wanted to, but I decided that I need to study like the sets, the areas, the props and everything, and get more comfortable with drawing that as well as the clothing. And I'll draw the characters, outfits, and everything as well. That way it's fun to draw and it doesn't feel like so much of a challenge, so that when I finish the piece I'll be more comfortable with everything that I'm drawing. And yeah, hopefully that makes my situation feel a bit better as opposed to feeling so doomed and down. And the reason that I did in fact used to do this before, but I kind of hated the method that I would go about it, is because I used to do this kind of thing where I would study, but I don't think I was studying and improving at the same time. Like, I would never get back to drawing the piece. So now I'm kind of trying to combine those two ideas, and I'm hoping that I'll feel like I'm growing that way as opposed to, you know, the other situation. I think that there's some certain things that I have to remember, and I'm keeping them in the back of my mind now. So like foreground, midground, and background, as well as why can't I remember it right now? As well as the planes. I always have to remember the planes. But in addition to that, it's how to combine those two ideas for what I'm working on, what I'm working towards, and then like from there it'll be much easier. So I'm pretty excited about working on this now. There's a lot of other stuff that I wanted to do as well, like a lot of fan art and a lot of ideas that I had in mind that I just haven't been able, or I haven't started doing. But I really do hope that I can improve my efficiency in art this way and get more comfortable including backgrounds and props and interiors and all that stuff, because I want to be a more well-rounded artist, and I just don't feel that I am. So whenever somebody's like, oh, your art is really good, and it's like, yeah, because I spent so much time drawing like one specific thing, and I can't even get it right like 100% of the time, which I feel like is a complete failure on my part. Like, how can I not draw, you know, a face when I want to draw a face? And I know it can't be perfect 24/7, but I want to be, and that has to count for something. So I'm hoping that you guys really do enjoy today's video, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, by the way, I have something really cool coming up in a little bit. I am going to do you're gonna have to check my shop for it, but it's not gonna be out yet. I will do it soon. It's gonna be a really, really, really cool thing, I hope. And I've done something similar to it before. I had a guide to interaction, but I'm going to expand on it this time and not do a guide to interaction, but something else. I think it's going to be better than the guide to interaction, because at the time that I did it, I wasn't as experienced in art, and so when I look back at it, I'm not really that much of a big fan of how I drew or anything, but this is something I really feel that I've truly mastered, and I hope that it will help you, because it's something I see a lot in like beginner / intermediate artists that you'll often like mess up on, and it's what I mess up on sometimes still, but it really is the key to fixing a lot of the mistakes that you might see in your art. So I'm hoping that you guys are looking forward to that, and yeah, bye.